Hi, my name is Belgica and I'm an actress and I make acting related videos 3 times a week. So if you're interested in acting, if you want to know what it's like to be an actor, or if you're interested in background acting, extra acting, please subscribe and turn on your notification bell. I do have a huge playlist on videos about what it's like to be a background actor, how much you get paid, what to expect, what to bring to set, different terms, all kinds of things. So if you're new to it or have been around for a while, I think you would enjoy that playlist. And if you have any feedback, please leave it in the comments for me. So today I want to talk specifically on how COVID-19 is going to change background acting, because I know a lot of us, we do extra background work in order to make a little bit more money. I know in LA there's usually a lot of jobs for being a background actor, but in places like the Bay Area, when I worked over there, I used to take on extra jobs to meet people and to make a little bit extra money and just to have something to do while I'm waiting for another audition or another gig, you know, just to stay busy and get some money and have fun, of course. And today I wanted to talk about how COVID-19 is changing what being an extra background actor is like and how it's going to change the amount of jobs that will be available. So everything I'm talking about today is a lot of speculation, because this is just what I see that is logically going to happen, because there hasn't been a lot announced publicly from SAG-AFTRA or Warner Brothers, Disney, any kind of production company really, what they're going to be doing and what their plan is for the future. You know, there's been some rumors of possibly housing people in a hotel or a specific community and not allowing them to leave while production is happening. But are they going to do that for extras? I don't know. Extras usually make around minimum wage, so I don't see them wanting to spend that amount of money on them. So I'm going to be talking about how I see extras, background actors being treated in the future, how it's going to be on set in the future, and all of the changes. So if you think about what extras do and the environment that we're in when we are being background actors, everything is exactly what you're not supposed to be doing right now, right? So when you go and have lunch or dinner, you have a buffet style meal, right? So you're sharing tongs, you're, giving somebody a plate behind you, whatever. You're just sharing a lot of stuff, walking really close to each other, grabbing food. That's definitely not going to be a thing. You're definitely going to be getting a single packaged meals in the future. When we are in a holding room as a background actor, all of the chairs are right next to each other. Some people are sitting on the floor sometimes if they want to sit with their friends and there's no more chairs around there. So that's definitely not going to be a thing. I imagine we're going to have either an outdoor space or a way bigger space where we can actually be sitting far apart from each other, because usually you're like touching the person's leg next to your elbow, because you're sitting so close together. And then as far as makeup, hair, wardrobe, that's something that extras in general already come camera ready, meaning your hair and makeup is already done and you're wearing possibly what you're going to be wearing to film. But I see that in the future, this is going to be a concrete thing. So you are going to have to come camera ready. Your hair is going to have to be ready. Your makeup's going to be done by you, and you will have to bring something to touch up on. There might be still a makeup and hairstylist on set, because you might need a little bit of help, but I'm sure they're going to ask you to bring your own kit, or they're going to have mini kits that they'll distribute, because makeup artists using their own items on you is no longer going to be something acceptable, at least I would say for the next year, or until this whole pandemic at least is under control. Or under control enough for people to feel safe. And then as far as wardrobe, personally, I know even in the biggest sets, you will bring your own options, and they'll say, bring a few options and we'll tell you what works. And then sometimes they would ask you to try something on of theirs, and then it might not work, try this, try that, and then they would use it for the next person. So sometimes you would try something on that maybe 20 other people already tried on. So I do not see that being a thing. So when you are an extra in the future, I definitely see them asking for photos of specific outfits and for them to approve your wardrobe before you even come on to set. That does happen sometimes, especially in commercial work, where they'll ask you for whole outfits and say, okay, bring this exactly, and you have, a different jacket to go with that. I see that happening in the future for extra for extras casting. So all of that is, you know, the more obvious things, but what I see really changing that maybe not as many people are thinking about is the amount of background acting that is going to be available. Because of course, when productions are starting back up, they have to take into consideration how many people are going to be on set and using the bare minimum amount of people. So I see in general a lot of stories being written that are for a smaller amount of people. You know, instead of like being at a crowd in a concert or something, they're going to be writing stories about, you know, maybe they went to the bar on the side and there's like nobody around them, or just in general, you know what I mean? Writing stories with less people needed. And when there are extras needed, let's say, let me use for example 13 Reasons Why or Stranger Things. If they do need extras, I see it being more like theater. In theater, you have an ensemble who plays characters and also plays extras. So the actors are also going to be the extras. And if there are only extras or background actors that only play that, background actors, I see them being an ensemble where they are used over and over again with different outfits, maybe different costumes. They'll try to, you know, put hats on or only get them from the back so that when you change the jacket, it looks like a completely different person. So definitely an ensemble extras casting instead of what I would see a lot before, that, oh, we already used you in front of the camera too many times, like you've been too close to the camera, we can't use you anymore. You know, maybe you don't get cast in that show anymore because they already used you. Because they're going to try to limit the amount of people on set and, you know, the minimum amount of possible contamination. Instead of maybe getting cast for 3 days for the whole season, you might be cast more of a permanent ensemble extra. What do you guys think about that? That's just something that I was kind of thinking about, like, okay, they can't get rid of extras completely because it's just not going to seem real, you know? Well, right now, a lot of us are just at home, social distancing, so right now our world is about just being in a smaller group of people or with nobody, honestly. So maybe some of those stories are going to reflect what we are all going through, but in the scenes that you do need a lot of people and background in order to make it more believable, I really see it being more of an ensemble. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot less background acting jobs. Let me know what you guys think about if being a background actor is something that you do to make a living. I would definitely think about how are you going to make yourself stand out in order for these casting companies to hire you specifically as an extra. Are you going to, you know, have a bigger wardrobe than other people and be more flexible? Are you going to have different skills? Maybe if it's a scene that's being shot in the 60s, do you know how to do 60s hair? Do you know how to do 60s makeup? Because everybody knows how to do, you know, very basic like modern things, but what are you going to do to make yourself stand out in both acting and background extra acting? Thank you so much for watching this video. At the end of every video, I feature another channel, and this is today's feature. If you would like to be featured on my next video, make sure you're subscribed, like this video, and leave me a comment.